with tools to anchor our inner calm. I hope you're doing fantastic. Please let me know where you're watching from in the world. And I do want to set the parameter for please being respectful when you write comments. And I want to welcome you. First and foremost, I want to address the fires that are happening globally, that we are in a very, very real serious situation, sending so many, over 600 homes in Spokane, over 300,000 evacuated in Europe. We have fires everywhere. We have fires here. I'm not working today because work was closed due to the fire situation. And I just, it made me think about the topic of what I'm going to talk about now. And that's time. These images have been so disturbing of the fires and the immediate loss. Like, our life can be gone just in a moment. In just a moment of time, everything burned and gone. And what is it showing us? What is Mother Earth showing us through these fires, like, that are happening everywhere, right? To gain perspective of the reality, of the truth that so many teachers talk about, that all we have is the present moment. And in that present moment, what are we going to choose to do with the gift of time? The houses, the cars, the white picket fences are irrelevant. What's relevant is cultivating tools to access our inner calm, tools to stay grounded, tools to awaken, tools to heighten our emotional intelligence, tools to recognize what's working in our life and what isn't, and to not waste decades in our personal lives and our professional life. I'm half a century into this life at 56 years of age in this body, yeah, to be able to come live and ask you with humility and with grace, to ask you, when you have time, what do you want to do with it? When you have time, every moment of that time, to ask yourself, am I leaning into the highest version of myself with how I'm occupying my time? Example, I'm trying to become very mindful of not scrolling for hours. There's so much overwhelming stuff on social media, right? We got to lock in and focus. For me, I've been in deep flow state, and writing and publishing books and publishing my audiobooks. It's like, it's just been flowing out of me in this creative flow state. My Wellness Way of Life coaching manual just published on Amazon. I have my 2 audiobooks, A Long Way Home and Choose Peace. And I published the books, Choose Peace and A Long Way Home. And it was March 16th. This flow state is still happening. It hasn't stopped. It was this turning point, and it all dovetails to the gift of time. On March 16th, I was sitting and having tea and meditating and journaling on my balcony, and I kept watching this one rock and the river flowing around this one rock. And it was like this divine alignment, like this light bulb went on about life, that we need to be the rock. We need to be solid. We need to be grounded. We need to be consistent. We need to hold barriers and boundaries, and we need to be solid like that rock. And at the same time, we need to allow the water to flow around that rock. So on March 16th, that's when I had this flow state awaken inside of me. In the description, I did share the link to my Amazon page, and I have 2 audiobooks and 2 books and my Wellness Wave Life Coaching Manual, and it all came and dovetails. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard to our flight to our inner calm. Welcome to my live podcast. May we fasten our seatbelts. I almost became, hi, where are you watching from? I wanted to acknowledge that I see you just jumped on. I wanted to say welcome. I said welcome aboard. I almost went through training for American Airlines. I took the Dutch exam as well and turned around because my own work is taking flight. So welcome aboard the Live Latanya YouTube podcast as we find tools to anchor to our inner calm, heighten our emotional intelligence, design the life that's calling our soul. Please let me know where you're watching from in the world. I thank you for joining me. I thank you for coming together in this collective energy through these boxes that we're looking at. And I was just sharing the moment that I recognized the gift of time. If you jumped on, that was the topic I wrote. What are you doing with your time? You know, I know right now we're together in this moment. So I want to honor that you're being present with me. I want to honor that you're here with me, that there might be a takeaway. Maybe there's a moment of awakening. Maybe there's something when I come live. Texas. Where in Texas? I have someone who jumped on from Texas. I just want you to know I went to Rice University, swam NCAAs for Rice, and then I was a reporter, producer, and anchor with Case Cavet Country Rodeo, not rodeo. I've been living out west here too long. Case Cavet Country Radio. I covered Governor and Richard. You're in Houston, so you say hi to the Rice University campus for me. All right, woohoo! Have a little papados and papacitos. Hello, Houston. Oh, consider getting my book, Choose Peace. My new friend in Houston. My email is wellnesswavedirector@gmail.com. And I have someone starting a first circle share in Birmingham, Alabama. And I am wanting to look for facilitators to hold circle shares with my book, Choose Peace. And July 24th, 2027. I don't have the location yet. Who knows? It could be Africa, Hong Kong, Houston, Alabama. I don't know where it's going to be yet. But I'm going to hold the first annual Choose Peace gathering. I had the first yoga festival in the state of Oregon for 7 years called the Yoga Roundup, and I'm feeling called to hold this Choose Peace gathering. So please consider my friend in Houston getting my book, Choose Peace. My link to my Amazon author page is in the description, and you can just put in my name. And then email me if you're interested after you go through my book in facilitating a Choose Peace circle share in Houston. Let me know, circle back, and let me know. But everyone, if you're coming on now, let me know where you're watching from. I also worked for Texas Associated Press Radio in Dallas, Texas. So Texas has a lot. And in fact, I was just at the American Airlines campus in Irving, Texas. I was there very briefly and realized that that wasn't my path because my own books were taking flight. So I wasn't supposed to go take flight with the airlines, but I was just there a few months ago. Life's an amazing journey, everyone. And I opened this podcast talking about the reality of time and the fires that we are in. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you so much. Give yourself a hug because you're radiant. You're amazing wherever you are. We're having energy transference. I'm feeling you. You're feeling me. We're being present. You stop scrolling. What is the time that you want to do? We have, when we're seeing these videos, I'm sure we're all seeing them. It is shocking. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging my presence. I see you. We are in a shocking moment of what's going on. What is going on? Mother Earth is showing us that global warming is here. And it's serious, and this is a reality, and it's tragic. I mean, Spokane, over 600 homes and over 300,000 people evacuated in Europe. I was watching U.S. Senator Merkley on C-SPAN, my Oregon senator, advocating for additional funding from the OMB, and fire funding was denied. And the deeper question, I was seeing the news that Spokane moved into saving lives rather than stopping fires. We are in a serious crisis. Like, do we even have enough manpower as human beings? Do we have enough water to even, um, do we even have enough water to be able to put out the fires? I'm looking out at the river out of my window and the rocks are low. I want to address parameters for my YouTube live. And I just want to thank people for being respectful. And remember that when you're not kind, you're showing yourself. Your name is out there, your contact is out there. When people move into bullying and harassment or unprofessional and unkind behavior, I do jot down names. I can report, and I do. So I want to invite a very safe place on my YouTube channel that rises to a higher vibration. I don't waste my energy too much with trolls. I do see everything that comes up, and I want you to know I jot down. I've got my paper here, and I jot down names. Most importantly, and thank you all who are being kind and respectful. And my new friend in Houston, please consider getting Choose Peace and emailing me at wellnesswavedirector@gmail.com if you want to lead a Choose Peace circle after you get through my book in Houston, Texas. That would be super exciting. For those of you jumping on right now, I'm very excited because my Wellness Wave Life Coaching Manual was just published on Amazon 2 days ago. I also have A Long Way Home and Choose Peace audiobooks and my books and Influential Women. At the same time, I published my Wellness Wave Life Coaching Manual. Influential Women is highlighting my Wellness Wave Masterclass, and I'm really, really thankful. They are distributing it nationwide to amazing professional women across the country. So I'm going to go back to my topic. I want to thank you. Je veux dire merci. I've had people watching from all over the world. Yo quiero decir gracias para escuchar, para mirar donde está mirando en este momento. J'espère que tout va bien. J'espère qu'on peut respirer dans la vie. Et j'espère que... J'espère que vous pouvez respirer dans votre vie. Espero que puede respirar. I hope you can all breathe in this moment. We have very poor air quality. I am not working today because the offices were closed. And I felt called after watching all these fires everywhere that we are in a serious, serious crisis globally. That we are in a global crisis. And may we awaken consciously as human beings to practice kindness, to heighten our emotional intelligence, and to ask yourself how you want to show up, and to remember that showing up in your life with kindness and respect, that people will witness that, and most importantly, asking yourself, what do I want to do with time? Because when we watch these fires, we are reminded of the essence of time. Can we practice some compassion today for people who've lost their lives, people who have lost their homes? Over 600. I spoke with my father in the Netherlands this morning in Almelo, and the Spokane fires were in the Almelo newspaper. And now the Netherlands has fire. Crete is on fire. Fires are now in Sicily and Portugal and Spain and France. So please, everyone, start living from higher consciousness. Start rising up to a higher level. Start recognizing that the car and the house and the white picket fence is meaningless when it can all just go. So the reason I felt called to come live was after watching the fires. I want to say honor to all of the firefighters, honor to all the elected officials who are advocating for additional funding, for additional resources. I have my own friends who've had to evacuate, who are camping. And may these fires wake us up to the gift of time. Are you scrolling all day long? Are you playing video games all day long? What do you want your time when you have it, to look like and feel like? What does it take to be disciplined and focused with your time? What's calling you? You want to write the song you want to sing? You want to paint the painting you want to paint? You want to write the poem that's calling your heart? You want to clean up the mess in your house that you just keep leaving and walking by? What about that inside? What do you need to change personally and professionally? Are you showing up the best version of you? Are you learning when you're shown something? Right? Like, we don't get this back. I'm 56. I'm more than half a century into this life. And my intention is to cultivate tools to anchor to my inner calm. That's why I launched this podcast. To recognize that time, and I've been in flow state. I have published 2 books, 2 audiobooks. I'm being recognized right now by influential women, and they launched my Wellness Wave Masterclass internationally to over 30,000 professional women. And that all came out of discipline, focus, flow state. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you are watching. Thank you so much, or sharing and reposting. But I was very focused on the gift of time. Even if we live to 100, we're here this moment. And what these fires are showing us, what are they? You tell me. This is not a joke right now. We are on fire literally around the world, from Canada, the United States, to Europe. Europe has the fastest global warming than any other country in the world right now. Over 300,000 people in Europe, more than 300,000 people, have had to leave their homes because we are in a global warming crisis. So what are you going to do with time? And when you catch yourself eye-rolling, gossiping, complaining about friends, about your boss, about your coworker, about your job, about your spouse, about your parents, then hold the mirror up. Because everything you're complaining about is something inside yourself. And rather than this, you know what? I've been life coaching for over 12 years, teaching yoga for more than 30 years. And if I can say honestly what I see a lot of talk. People talk about their dreams. People talk and share their plans with the world. And they talk. But when are you going to do it? When are you going to walk the talk to manifest what's calling your heart? What is calling your heart? What are the action steps you need to take to get there? Are you, I know I have students following me from around the world. I can't engage with comments. I can be followed. I can read the comments. I can see names. I don't respond specifically. And I have people watching from around the world. And I want to say thank you for joining me right now. And thank you for being present with me right now. What is calling you? And if you're on this live right now, like, get honest. Are you surrounding yourself with the people who are energizing you? Do you need to make your circle smaller? Are you engaged in gossip? Are you feeling drained because you're engaged in gossip and talking about everybody else rather than walking your own talk and getting something done? And then what we need to look at is the pandemic of busy, right? That everyone's living in the busy. So how many times a day do you hear people say, I'm busy, I can't get it done, I'm busy. I think busy is the greatest pandemic of the 21st century. When are you ready to step out of the busy and get the work done? In stillness, in calm, with grace, and quiet. In those spaces, safe spaces of calm, you can begin to drop in and listen. And this isn't about religion, this is about consciousness. Then when you give yourself the ability to carve out the space and time to have quiet, then you can become clear on the changes that are calling you for your life. My description said the gift of time. This Live with Tanya YouTube podcast episode is about the gift of time. And I want to close today with a very, very important question to you. What do you want your time to look like and feel like? And what's the action step that you're going to take to get clear on your life intentions and begin to manifest? Protect your plans. Become quiet. You don't have to share the plan. You can share the work that happens when the plan manifests. But learn to be quiet. Contain your energy. It's okay to say no to social events. You don't have to go to every birthday party and every invitation. You can manage your energy. What do you want your time to look like? Thank you so much for joining, and let me know where you've been watching from around the world. And if you watch this later, and everybody, I shared the link to my Amazon author page. My books, Choose Peace and A Long Way Home, are on Amazon. You just type in my name. The audiobooks are there as well. They're also available on Audible for Choose Peace and A Long Way Home by Tanya Vandenhouten. And just published my Wellness Wave Life Coaching Manual. That is also available now on Amazon. So please visit my author page. Please subscribe, follow. This Saturday, I am interviewing Imani Nick on my YouTube Live. She is a phenomenal, phenomenal woman. And that interview will be at 9 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Mountain, and 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me for a live interview with Imani Nick, and stay tuned. There's a lot brewing for this YouTube channel, and I have some amazing interviews coming up. May we anchor to our inner calm by time. May these fires be the wake-up call to awaken to the gift of time. And I want to close just saying prayers for everyone facing the crisis of possibly losing home, losing lives. May we practice kindness. May we rise to a higher emotional intelligence. May we awaken our consciousness and our humanity. Be kind. When my grandmother was dying, I asked her, what is the most important lesson in life? And she said to practice kindness. So in honor of my grandmother, may we practice kindness.